And we are live. Yo.
You're
Good morning. Okay. So, dude, I already forget freaking however we structure this thing.
welcome back,
Like
guys.
how do we start it? How do, does it usually start?
Uh, let's listen to our old one first. I
Oh,
remember.
bro, it's so unprepared. Okay. Well, why?
I don't know. You'd think we'd like prepare a little bit, but
No,
just
dude,
play it and we're like,
just freaking do it.
how do we do
Yeah.
this again?
Every time I forget. Wait, I need to double check to make sure we're good, actually. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm actually gonna write down in the chat some stuff. You know how like I shared a Google Doc with you?
Uh,
Yeah, I was supposed to write stuff in there, but I never did. So okay, so last time we had theme, common theme, favorite parts, music in rotation, question segment. I'm gonna
hmm,
replace the question segment with um a specific topic. Okay, but I guess we'll just start common themes for you this summer.
well, I'll go. Oh shoot. Okay, I'll go second. I'll go second.
Okay, well, I don't really have any actually, mine is um healing and relaxing. Or healing and there's the feminine word. Oh, healing and rest, not relaxing. Healing and rest.
Rest is feminine.
No, cuz like it's like it was something I watched a video, it was like about the masculine, like everyone has a masculine and feminine part. The masculine is the whole like work and like, keep going. And then like the feminine is like the whole you have to relax and like, do nothing. Something like
Wait,
that.
you think women can't work?
Hey man, it was a video that said not me. We're gonna get controversial. I'm just kidding.
Trying to get you
No,
canceled.
it was it was the video. But I was like, oh no, because it does make sense though. Because like in yoga, the whole point of yoga was like when I was taking yoga, it was like you have to surrender yourself and like just like be in the moment and like take this time to stop thinking about so much or stop working. Like you have to just like really relax and like, So that was for me, those are my common themes through summer was like healing and rest. Because the healing, especially because of the whole wisdom teeth stuff,
All right.
um, yeah, and I don't know. I think a lot of childhood trauma has just been like kind of coming up for me. I don't know why out of nowhere. But yeah, so that's my common themes. I'm gonna write while you do yours.
Ooh, I have a lot of. I feel like I know one common theme for sure. Oh, okay, two, I guess. One of them is um family. Cause
Mm.
for the pod, I recently went to the Philippines. I left there when I was 2 years old. Now I'm 22, so it's been like
Whoa, 2
20 years
decades.
since I've been there. And obviously, like I'm 2 years old, I pretty much have like no memory of the Philippines. But uh, yeah, I came back and all my family is there. So here, like my dad has a cousin and he has a family, but like we're not really that close to them. So I don't really see them. So I pretty much don't have any like family here. So in the Philippines, that's where like all my like like aunts and uncles and cousins are. So when I went there, it was so weird because these people like I'm like friends with them on Facebook and like social media. So I've seen them my entire life and like I've seen them grow up. Uh, like and like vice versa, like they've seen me. But to actually
Yeah.
like meet them in person, like I've like we don't really like know each other. Maybe there's like the occasional like happy birthday or like congrats on graduating or something. But yeah, that's like kind of it because yeah, we don't have that relationship because we're pretty much just strangers. But to be able to hang out with them in person and get to know them and put like personality behind the face and the name is was like so surreal. Even like my cousins, it was different seeing them, um, as opposed to like uh my aunts, because my aunts, right when I like greeted them for the first time, to me they're still kind of like a stranger, but like them to me, they like watched me grow up for the first 2 years of my life. They have memory of me, but I don't have memory of them. So when they greeted me, it was very like warm, and I'm like
Yeah.
so amazed because in my perspective, it's like they're kind of like strangers that I only knew of, never really like met. But for them, I was like this baby that they like were um separated from and just like saw I grew up from a distance.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
and then they just like welcomed me like with such like a warmth that was like so surprising. So I was like, dang, so this is what like family is like, where like I don't even know you, but you have this like connection of a thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
it also like I was having the realization of like how it felt to be around family and thinking back about like my friends back here that are surrounded that like are super close to their family like physically,
Yeah.
where they live like a couple miles away, and I'm like, dang, you guys like live like this all the time, and every like holiday you guys spend it with like hella
Uh,
people. um yeah, because here it's just like me and my immediate family, but to be like constantly surrounded with my cousins and aunts and uncles in the Philippines is like, man, I've been missing out my whole life.
yeah. But I think there's some sort of trade-off because for you, I noticed that you're like you'd be with friends instead. And for me, I'm like most of the time with my family and stuff. So I think that's kind of like that balance in life is where like because you're not with your fam, is like you have friends to kind of like fill that, and me is like the opposite. So like, but yeah, I was gonna say yeah, you were texting me about that, and I was kind of saying like, yeah, dude, it's kind of because I remember I was like I had the same experience. Like someone was like, one of my aunts was like, you don't like remember me, do you? And I was like, no, and she was like, but I know you, and I was like, dang, I feel so bad, like, but yeah.
Man, yeah, I get, man, there's so much about that trip. Oh man, but yeah, that's one of the themes, family. Second, um am I allowed to talk about God on this podcast?
Dude, I was gonna say no, because I was gonna bring up. Hold on, I know I told you there's some stuff that we were like, oh, we should talk about this, and I was gonna write that in the freaking Google Doc, but I was like, bruh. And then no, yeah, I was, yeah, whatever.
I
Cause
F it.
yeah, cause I wanted to. I was talking to a friend about like we were just talking about stuff, and then we ended up talking about how like this whole belief and like the whole like destiny versus choices. And then I was telling him, I was like, hey dude, like
Ooh,
I kind of believe in the whole like I'm not in control stuff. So like
ah,
yeah, so yeah, go ahead.
damn. Yeah, that's another like piece of a topic in itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, well, my second theme would be how how much control I don't have.
Mm.
Because I feel like there's a lot of situations or like quote unquote issues that I was like dealing with where this like trip kind of like fixed a lot of it, or like helped
Mm.
um this like provided what needed to be provided. So I feel like just God's sovereignty and control was super at play here, just because of how perfect the situation is or was. Like for instance, the whole like the longing for family, like bam, that was like or provided for me, or as mentioned in the last podcast, my ice cream truck dream.
And I was about to say, I was like, is it because of the ice cream truck stuff?
But that's you, like, so I needed a break from the ice cream truck business
Yeah,
because there's
like that whole ice
a lot of
cream
stress.
meltdown, bad business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So just being able to get a break with that and just like
Yeah,
have that
yeah, yeah.
distraction, um, or even just like break from school and work. Because this whole time I've always been in like college. Since I've been in college, I've been working at the same time, so it's just been a lot of I get my like summer breaks and winter breaks, but this is my first like break. Like I was like on vacation for a long period of time, so I felt like that was a pretty good thing to have. It felt like a mid-season break, and then like you come back all fresh,
Mm.
just to close out the rest of my
Actual like.
education.
Mm.
Um, yeah, because I got like a year and a half left, so feel pretty energized to finish strong.
No, dude, I
Um,
forgot. We started this as a it was a school podcast, and I forgot about that. Oh man. Well, I guess
yeah,
because we're
man.
just yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Um, yeah, and even like also like I mean same thing with family. I always wanted to like work on my relationship with my dad because it's like
Oh
Asian trope where it's like they're kind of distant or like don't know how to like express emotions, so it's kind of hard
yeah.
to have that relationship. So I actually went to the Philippines. My mom, dad, and brother were there, and then I went. And then because of work, my mom and my brother had to go home, but my dad's retired, so he was just chilling. So
Mm,
he he was able to stay with me because he didn't have to go back to work or anything. So for like
mm,
a good pretty much like most of the trip or not if not all of it, I was pretty much just with my dad, so I was able to like work on my relationship with him, and like
wow.
we were forced to interact with each other as opposed to my daily life where I'm like not even at home because I have school or work
Yeah.
or just
Yeah.
stuff going on. So yeah, in like so many ways the trip was like much needed in like so many aspects.
Mhm. Dang, dude. I gotta be like you, man. I'm holding back a lot about things I would normally talk about. Um. Anyway,
Why was that too much? Too
that
personal?
was just. I was just
Too
like,
real?
dang. I wish. Oh man, I wish. Because as much I'll say as much as this is just like I was there during like COVID and we were coming out of COVID in 2021. Like I was in that point of like I'm mending some stuff, right? And yeah, I would agree that I don't know, it's just the Asian thing where it's hard. Um and I was actually talking to my mom like the other night. I was just saying like I don't know if it's just the Asian thing or like, I think everyone it's always like with the dad specifically.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is. But I feel like that's kind of like just a really big thing. And then for me, what I was gonna say to that and add to it was yes, I was kind of like mending to I think 2 years ago. That's what I was saying. Like this whole like I don't know what happened this year, where it's like everything just kind of comes back because I thought I was fixing it already, but I guess it's just like I'm still learning a lot of new things and like how they kind of implement things I thought I already fixed. Um,
Mhm.
so I guess like kind of like my own tendencies of what I think is right and stuff, like kind of like the consequences of my choices and stuff like that, they'll like show me like, oh, I still have a lot to learn despite me thinking I have fixed or kind of mended some things. But yeah, I also think it's just because when you're like you said, when you're like compared to my daily life, like when we were in COVID, like I don't have to stress about anything. Like we're just home and like we have time to appreciate each other as family. Um, but like when the real world comes back and you got to do all these things and pay stuff and whatever, for me is going to school and like having assignments and stuff. That's when it like gets cloudy, and I think that's why it's hard. It's hard to maintain what I just had, what I just like was working on that whole summer or not summer, that whole year of like being home and stuff like that. So yeah. All right. And that is it for this episode of the Vincast. I hope you guys enjoy. Just
All right,
kidding.
on to the next segment, Club Penguin.
No. Oh dude, if we do Spotify, that would be hilarious. Don't even know what's happening. Just like what's the point? Anyway. Okay, Juice? Or you have
For
any other things?
themes, for now, yeah, juice.
Juice. Actually, I think that's still smooth as heck, dude. Smooth as frick. We're just like juice. Yep. Next one. Okay. Uh, specific favorite parts.
Ooh,
I got you or me?
you.
Yeah. What the there was no favorite parts this summer for me, bro.
What?
Yeah,
What'd you
because
do?
the whole
Be
summer
at
I've
home.
just been kind of like, oh, I do have a favorite part actually. No, but like most of it has been like, damn, I'm anticipating this wisdom tooth removal, and then after the wisdom tooth removal, like, damn, now I'm just chilling, trying to heal in peace, you know. So I did go out in June and stuff. Went out, met some friends, talked with people. I I got burnt out of that, interestingly enough. And
You
then, but
talking
I
to
think my
people?
hmm?
Wait, you said talking to people?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Going out with people,
Oh,
dude.
going out with people.
I gotta fix this. Yeah, dude. I'm just gonna freaking go on my computer mic next time. Actually, should I just switch mid stream while?
Uh, I think it's fine for me. Up to you. But I
Alvin,
think
you
it's
gotta
fine.
be honest. Gotta be
It is
honest.
fine.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Um, yeah. What did I think?
You
Oh,
got burnt out from talk or going out with people.
yeah, I got burnt out from from like planning, like, oh yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, let's do it. And then like
Uh,
I was just kind of like, damn, I'm done. Like, yo, that was cool, but like, gotta go back, you know?
is it the
Because
planning
my,
part or the hanging out part or both?
I think it was hanging out. It was just like,
Oh,
just because like when you're like, I always compare it to school, like high school, because like every day you're doing stuff, but it's like casual interaction. You know, you'll talk, but you can like sit and not say anything because there are other people they can talk to while you do that, right?
huh.
Um, but when I went out with my two friends to the mall, it was like just us for like 3, 4, 5 hours,
Like you, there's
and
three of you guys, or just one on one?
three of us. So
Okay.
yeah, we were shopping and stuff too, and then we sat down at lunch and talked. But I was just kind of like, oh, that was cool. But then like when I get home, I'm like, I feel like I've been out for like the whole day when it wasn't really. But like that's the feeling I had. Another friend, it was one on one. We caught up. I think that was probably like 3 hours. And that took a lot out of me just because we talked so much about stuff. So in comparison to high school, like I think it takes more just because there's so much you're talking about versus that high school, like you're there for longer, but your interaction is very short and you just kind of
Mm.
like you're trying not to laugh in class while you throw something at your friend across the room or something like that. Like that
Uh,
kind of stuff or whatever. Um so yeah, I think that's why I was kind of burnt out, even though it was only like 5 5 outings in the June. My favorite thing I would say,
that's like once a
it's
week.
not in June. Yeah,
5 outings in a month, like once a week.
I think I went twice. I don't know. I think it was twice a week for some stuff. But
Uh,
either
damn.
way, in June was when I was going out a lot more. And then I was trying to do stuff this August, but I don't know where the heck it got so busy from. Anyway, but my favorite thing is not really a specific thing, like moment, but I got back into drawing, which I thought was like really cool because I drew before I danced.
Oh, Kevin
So,
Parker,
dude, no, it's
the Spider-Man
like
costumes.
despite no, but it's been really cool because like I learned about like placement and like facial placement of like eyes and nose and stuff because I never really learned that, which is why I was like, why is it so hard for me to draw like realistic people? Like even if it's like cartoon form, it's still hard for me to like understand like facial anatomy, I guess. So I've been learning that, and it's been really cool and fun. Especially because it's like this was like the first thing I ever did, and it's just really crazy that it's like you can go back and like do whatever you used to do, but it just takes repetition and like time. So yeah, I think that's been my favorite part of this summer specifically. But yeah.
Mm. Not your wisdom teeth removal.
Bruh. But oh wait, should I? Oh man, I told you how it happened, right? Like or like what I said and stuff, or no?
Like about your wisdom teeth?
Like the exact day, did I tell you exactly like what happened and stuff, or no?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so So I was telling myself, like, I'm freaking out weeks before, and I'm like, dude, the whole anesthesia thing freaks me out, whatever. So, I pray with my mom, like everything goes well and stuff. And then like the day of, I kind of have like I'm not really nervous. I'm just more relieved, like how like whatever happens, happens, kind of like the control thing that we were talking about earlier.
Hmm.
And I was just like, oh man, like whatever happens, happens. Like go in the office. Dude, this was crazy, man. So they made me watch a video about like the risks and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is great. Like,
You had a video?
yeah, they were like, oh, and post-surgical whatever this, it's like a 2005 DVD, instruction video, and I was just like, oh, oh no, was that you or me?
That was me, my bad. Did it
What
cut?
happened? No, you just left the call. That's why.
Oh, because my screen turned black, so I was like, oh, I guess look at my laptop screen, it turned black, so I was like, oh, I guess it could work without having the screen turned on. So I shut the thing like in
Bro,
its
what do you?
entirety, and then
What the?
and then I left the call. I was like, oh shoot.
Bruh. You can leave your computer early, but don't shut your laptop,
But
I would
the screen
think.
was black though, so I was like, oh, I
No,
guess
but
it's
that's not the
fine.
same. When you close your laptop, you put it into sleep mode, bruh.
No, I thought it
Oh,
was in sleep mode because it was black.
oh no, that's like the screensaver mode, like when
Yeah.
you lock your phone. Oh my gosh, Alvin.
Uh,
Where was I? Oh, yeah, they gave me instruction
the
video and stuff.
video.
Yeah, and then dude, they take me to the room. I'm kind of freaking out. And then they let me sit me in the chair. I'm like, okay, let's just breathe, Kevin. They put the blood pressure on my left arm. Oh no, it wasn't blood pressure. It was like the vital, like the
Mhm.
beep, the
Heart
like
rate.
beep, beep. Yeah. And then they've put stuff on my wrist and my ankle. And I was like, okay, like it's gonna happen soon, bro. The doctor comes in and then they lift the chair up. They put my head back. And then like before this though, like if I just adjusted my seating position, the heart rate thing was like beep, 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 beep. And I was like, yo, chill. I was like, yo, bro. And then
Wait, were you
so
like
yeah.
stressed out?
No, it's because I was just moving my arms. So I guess like my blood pressure, my everything goes up just because anyway. So
He's
I know
coding. He's
all,
dying.
bro. I was terrified, and then yeah, they raised the chair, they put me back, and they're like, "Can you actually like scoot up a little more?" I was like, "Oh, like more," because my neck was in like kind of like a like how your body's like 45 degrees, right?
Uh-huh.
So like your body's 45, and then my head had to go back more. So I was just kind of like uncomfortable. I was kind of glad they put me to sleep. There's no way I would feel comfortable throughout that whole process. But yeah, they put my head back, and then the doctor's like getting his gloves ready. He sits next to me, fixes the light, and then he's like make a fist. Like with my right arm, he's like make a fist, and then I make a fist, and he wraps the thing around my bicep, and then he plugs in the IV. He's like, okay, you can let go of your fist now. And I was like, oh, like this is happening, bro. And then the other assistant lady isn't like by my head, and she's like, can you open? And then I open my mouth, and she checks like whatever thing to hold the side of my cheek open and stuff. She's like,
Hmm.
okay, I just wanted to check. And then I was just like, damn, I got the IV and stuff. Like, when is the thing gonna come in? And then she comes in with the mask, and I'm like, oh shit, like here it is, like it's here, bro. And I breathe like I think like 3, 4, and I was just kind of like, man, like, when is it gonna happen? I wonder if like it takes a long time, right? And then right after that, the next breath in, or like the next breath in, and then my eyes, dude, when I looked across the route, like left to right and stuff, it was like, oh, like here it is, bro. It's like, oh my gosh. And then the next thing I knew, the next thing I could remember, I was in a wheelchair.
Oh, bruh.
And then
So they carried you from the bed onto the wheelchair?
dude, I was trying to figure it out because like I couldn't process what was happening until I think I was in bed at home.
Not even the
Like
car ride?
No, because like I knew what happened, but it wasn't like it's not in my memory. It's like it's there, but I don't know exactly what happened. Like I'm like I know
Mm.
it did that, right? So so yeah, then so basically I knew that I got pushed out on a wheelchair, and the assistant lady, I know I kept saying like, "Oh, you're so nice," right? And then she was saying like, "Okay, we're gonna wait for your dad. He's gonna get the car." And then I know my dad pulls up with the car. They help me in the. I get in the passenger seat somehow, and I remember saying like, "Can I give you a hug?" Right? And then the assistant lady, and I'm like, when I got home in bed to process all of that, I was like, "Did I really give her a hug?" And then I asked my dad, I'm like, "Did that happen?" And he was like, "Yeah, like hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit nagtatawa ka, bakit gano'n." Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, "Hindi ko yung mga iba nga, like, nahihirapan, ikaw tawang-tawa." And I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
gosh." And then I looked back at my phone, and then I'm like, "Dude, I took pictures in the car." That's it. And then I watched the video of myself, uh, and then, it's me, like, talking, and I was like, "Okay, I remember that, but I can't remember that." Like, you know? And then
Mm.
I kept doing, like, the "In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit," like, amen, right? I
Uh-huh.
think the reason I remember I was doing that was because I was just, like, so thankful that it's over. I knew I was alive, so I kept doing that. I was like, "Oh my gosh," like, and I think that's why I kept laughing, because I was, like, so stressed out for, like, so long about it. And I'm like, "Oh, yes, like, I'm here, bro." Um, and then when I was finally, like, sober, I was like, "Dude, it hurts, bro." Yeah. But that was the whole thing. And then when I went to get it checked, a week after, I was like, "Oh, are you the one who helped me in the wheelchair?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I'm so sorry, like, I'm so embarrassed." But yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
so did you
man.
actually hug her?
I'm pretty yeah, I asked my dad, like, "Did I hug her?" And he's like, "Yeah, like, parang bata kang ano." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." But at
I
least
wonder.
it could
Wait,
have been
what?
worse, Alvin. It could have been could have been worse.
Let me get your number.
You wonder what you said?
I wonder if like how often they do like this anesthesia type stuff, and if they're just like used to that type of stuff, or if they still think it's like super entertaining.
I think I feel like they got try to get me out fast because like it was pretty busy. Like even when I was in the lobby, there were like two other people. So I was like, and then like three people in the lobby plus whoever's already inside and stuff. So yeah, I don't think they had time like the videos that we see where it's like they have time to like kind of like wait because I don't know how long I was waiting in recovery because I just knew my dad was already in there and like she was talking to him. I don't even remember that part, but he told me that like he went in there and I'm laughing in the chair, bruh. And like she's explaining to him what I have to do and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I feel like they are, but it's just like not as like they can't because they have to keep doing whatever patient is next.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, that was my favorite part. I don't think you've talked about your favorite part yet. Or did you? No.
Um, there's a lot, but I
Yeah.
can pick from the bunch. Um, I think a highlight was for sure meeting my one of my uncles. His name is Tito George,
Mm.
and man, it's crazy. He's like 62 years old, right?
Mm.
And um, so pretty much he's into like fitness. And this guy could do like 10 pull-ups. And he's like 62, which is so crazy because usually like pull-ups is like the most neglected thing. Because not a lot of people like do pull-ups. But he's like
Mm.
62 and he can do 10. And apparently he just like barely started doing that when he was like in his 50s. Um, because he was like trying to like lose weight. Because I saw like
Yeah.
old pictures of him and he was like really chubby, but he's like slimmed down and is actually pretty like lean. Um, that's like pretty cool. And he says like, yeah, every time I pass by like uh like those like gym fitness stores, and they have like those like pull-up bar racks like for sale. He just like does pull-ups every time and he walks by. So I was like, "Dude, he's a pretty cool guy." And
Mm.
then I learned that like, oh, he also used to like fight and stuff. And there's one
Oh.
time where uh like he didn't fight like on the street, like he did like karate, so he just
Oh
like
yeah,
knew
I
how to
figured.
fight. And there's one time where he was like a grown man, like probably 40s or 50s, where um he was like some situation happened where he had to like protect himself, and he like
Mm.
liver punched this dude that
Oh.
was like 10 or 20 years younger than him, and he like got him to like a body shot, like got him to kneel down, and I was like, dang, that's like pretty hardcore. But he was telling me like, yeah, but like don't do that, that was just like an emergency. And on top of that,
Jeez.
he's also a judge in the Philippines.
Oh, what
So
the heck?
yeah, in the Philippines, they don't have a jury. So the judge is the person that decides if you're like guilty or innocent, and they're also the one that like gives out the punishment. So he actually like holds
Oh.
like a lot of power. Um,
Oh, dang.
yeah, so he's like pretty respected because he's a judge. So if he gets like pulled over and stuff, they know,
I'm
and he's a
I'm a
judge. Not
judge.
that, yeah, not like that he like breaks the law or anything, but you know he gets like he does get special
Bro,
treatment.
bro, I was like,
Um,
excuse me, sir, you gotta pay for it. I'm a judge, man. Gotta let me
yeah,
go.
pretty much. Um, yeah, so I actually started watching, like coincidentally, I started watching Suits. You know the on Netflix, the show Suits.
Dude, I don't got Netflix, but sure.
Okay, well, anyways, it's like a pretty popular show that's about lawyers. Um, so I was
Wait,
really into it. Uh huh.
suit? Suits?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking of something else.
it's actually the show with Meghan Markle, the
Mm.
prince's wife. That
Mm.
show, yeah, she's in it. Um, but yeah, so I found out he's a judge. So I was like, "Damn, that's pretty cool." So I started asking all these questions about it,
Mm.
and he was like, "Oh, if you want to go, like, you can like watch me in a hearing."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and he was like, "Well, usually they're like pretty boring because they're like civil cases, like properties and stuff. But there's like a criminal one if you want to sit in on that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then I like sat in it and like got to watch him like do
Wow.
his judge thing. And I thought it was gonna be like chill, you know, but
Mm-hmm.
he actually like raised his voice a little bit because the people were like being annoying, like they were, yeah, just being annoying. So he had to like raise his voice and like he smacked his gavel like really hard a couple of times, which is kind of scary. And then we did the whole like hearing thing, and at the end he like called me over to his, because I was in like the side, and he called me over to his
Mm.
desk and he's like, "I want to show you something," and he shows me his gavel, and it's freaking like broken and like taped up, and I was like, "Why is it like that?" And he said like, "Well, just sometimes like I just hit it too hard so it broke, so I taped it up." So then yeah, that's pretty funny. um
Oh,
and
oh,
then he did, I sat through like a couple hearings, and the first one, so it's like the Philippines, so everyone speaks Tagalog, and that's like their main language. But
yeah.
in the Philippines, you can hold a hearing in Tagalog or English.
Mm.
And the first hearing, because he can speak both pretty well. Obviously, Tagalog is better. But the first hearing, he did it in English, and the person that was like on the stand wasn't good at English, so he needed a translator. So I was kind of confused the whole time because
Why?
I was
What's the
like,
point of doing it in English?
yeah, because like what you, then you don't need a translator. And
Yeah.
on top of that, the translator was like having a hard time. So I was like, why is the translator having a hard time? Because then the scribe and like the other people were like helping translate, and I'm like, why is she like not doing her job? Which later I found out that, oh, that actually wasn't a translator. That was just like a random person that was filling in because the translator was absent. So I was like, oh, no wonder they weren't
Uh,
translating that well. And then I asked him later. I was like, "Oh, like how come you like did it in English?" Because of the translator having a hard time, the person on the stand was also having a hard time. So
mhm.
I was like confused. I was like, it would be so much easier if it was everything
Yeah.
was in Tagalog because everyone knows how to speak Tagalog. So just why don't you just do it in Tagalog? And he
Mhm.
told me he was like, "Well, I kind of just wanted to show you what like the standard procedure is like in English." And I was like,
Oh.
"Yeah, that kind of sucks for the guy in the doesn't understand," because I was like, just because I'm here, you give him a hard time. So I was like, dang.
What is
So
that
that
called?
was actually fun.
That's dude. Oh, canon event.
Oh, wait, what, for me or for him?
For you. It's like, wait, I wasn't trying to give him a hard time. It's a canon event. I was gonna say, did you do like the thing where it's like when you're talking about the Netflix show and stuff? You know, have you seen those like I don't know if it's BuzzFeed or The Cut where they're like, oh, FBI agent tells us this and that, or like, oh, former blah 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 tells us this and that, right? So like,
Mhm.
did you show him the show and was like, is that like accurate? Like, did you ask him questions about the show or no?
Oh, nah, I didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he would have. Actually, there's not really a lot to show. Um, I don't know. I don't think I did because it's like a TV show, but it's also like a long drawn out drama.
Oh,
So it's
okay,
not really
for
like a
sure,
interview like that BuzzFeed type of thing.
for
It's kind
sure,
of
for
like
sure.
watching, the show like The Office and how it's like a paper company.
Oh, wait, it's not like serious, or like, are you just saying like,
Oh, now I was making an example. Like it's as if like there was a paper salesman, and then I asked him like, "Oh, does this really happen? Like, does your boss like act like Steve
mm,
Carell? Like it's like that, where it's
oh,
like not
okay,
really
I
like
see.
transferable."
Okay, yeah, because it's still a
Uh,
show at the end, right?
yeah, it's
Okay,
definitely like they do like stuff for the plot.
for sure, for sure. All right, to keep us moving on time, is that juice
I think
or
so. I
is
think all the other moments are just like moments, not really like favorite
for
worthy.
sure? Dang, not favorite one.
Because I mean,
I'm
there's like a
just
lot of
kidding.
stuff I like wrote
Yeah,
down, but out of all the entertaining stuff, that's
I
pretty
think you
much
should
it.
still put it somewhere. If you're not gonna say here, I definitely write a book, man. Put it in a book, bro.
They're like some of them are just like one or two liners where it's like, oh, this happened, and then this happened. And there's not really
Uh,
like that much elaboration as opposed to like the thing I just said right now.
for sure. All right, juice,
Juice.
music, top. I'm gonna say top three because I think last time we just kind of named a lot. So I'm gonna say top three to keep it kind of concise.
Oh, songs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Rotation.
Okay.
I have to think.
You have a thing.
Oh, I have to think.
Oh.
I have two. I don't know my third one.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's top three, but Seven by Jungkook. Such a good song. It's
Are
not my
you
top three
making
though,
it?
but it's a good song.
Oh, okay. I was saying like, are you trying to do a joke right now? Because you're like not top three, but like it should be
Number
top
seven.
seven. No, I was yeah. That was like, dang, Alvin, that's a lot of songs. Um,
Oh, no, no,
I
no,
haven't.
Seven. The song Seven.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I've heard. I only heard the explicit version because everyone was posting about that when
Oh
it came
yeah.
out. Oh man, that was crazy. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but for sure. Um, do you have three already or no?
Nah, not yet.
Okay, I'll give this like 2 more minutes. Oh, I have my top three.
Let me hear it.
You or me?
Yours. I only have two so far.
Okay. Do you want me to wait? I'll just wait.
I got it.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, it's crazy because like every time I play music a lot in the morning and stuff when I make breakfast or clean dishes and stuff. So every time I'm like, oh, is this the top three or is this gonna be what I talk about? Okay, I got I gotta organize them. No order. Okay, no order. Um, these aren't really like in rotation, but I think like significant. So I think for me, it's more of a three significant songs. Um, is Not Going Out by Entendre, also known as Corday. And I told you about this one, but I don't know, man. Hearing him, like the whole, it's kind of like it drives my fire to keep doing stuff. It's just like hearing him. That's not his what people know. Like you have to be like a true fan to really know about even mixtape Corday or whatever. I didn't know mixtape Corday was a thing, or was he had that era, but he did. So that was cool to know about it. Like the same as finding out about the Young Sinatra mixtapes and stuff. My second one is called, I think it's called Colorado by Coda the Friend, and I heard it through someone's Instagram story, Venti's friend's Instagram story, and then I was like, oh, that's a cool, because he says something like, because I'm laughing through the worst shiz. It's like something like that. And I was like, oh, that's a fire bar. So then I listened to that song. And the last one is gonna be Ditto by New Jeans. I was listening
New
to a lot more.
Jeans.
I was listening to this one, I think in the last week or so again. Because I was listening, that was like the first song I heard from them. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. I got into their whole discography, and I haven't listened to this song since I found out about them. And it's just kind of like it's such a it's such a like nostalgic song for like any reason. Like it doesn't have to be about school related or someone like it means something about someone about you. It's just like the whole aura of the song is like really nostalgic. So hearing it for me, it's just always really pleasant, and it's not that I stop listening to it because like, oh, I don't want to overplay the song or whatever. It's just that I was listening to other music and stuff, but coming back to it is kind of like really cool, especially after it being the first song I heard from them, and now is like after knowing a lot more about them and stuff like that, and like going back to hearing the song that I first was introduced when I didn't know who was who and stuff, and I was trying to figure out who is who, is pretty crazy because it also reminds me when you were like, dude, look at this picture, and it's like you in 2015 sitting in a choir chair, and it's like this version of me didn't even like know you and stuff the way I do now or like whatever,
Oh,
and it's
uh,
yeah no, so like that's what I mean by that. It's like I think about how I felt when I watched the music videos because I didn't know who they were. And I was trying to
mm,
figure out, oh, like who is this and who's that. So like now, if I went back to watch the video, it's like not really exciting just because it's like I know who is who already, right? Because back
mm.
then I was just trying to figure out like, dude, they look like so alike. But now I'm like, oh, that's Minji and that was Hedon and that one's. So it's like it's kind of cool and also like, dang, like you know. But
Mm.
yeah, that is why that is in my top three.
I actually don't know any of those songs. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, was
I
like
gotta hear them.
individualism.
Um, my top three is actually Mac Miller's Small Worlds.
Oh, oh,
Crazy. Actually, the only Mac Miller song I listened to was Dang,
dang.
because it
Yeah,
collabed with
because
Anderson .Paak.
yeah,
But yeah, that made me want to listen to Mac Miller more. But Small Worlds
nice.
was definitely,
I like that.
I don't know, it's so chill.
Dude,
Um,
the circles and whole listening. Anyway, sorry. Go on.
the Circles what?
This whole circles album, it's so good.
Oh, um, second is the song called Higher by Madison Ryan Ward. Let me see if I said her name right. Higher. Yeah, Madison Ryan Ward. Those two songs are actually a lot slower paced than I'm used to, because they're
Mm,
usually like Anderson .Paak where it's like super up tempo and stuff, but these
yeah,
are a lot more like slow paced. It's very
like
chill.
mellow. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is kind of a sentiment to the Philippines because sidebar, like the Philippines was such a also a new experience because I didn't have anything to do. Like I didn't have an agenda. Because here
Yeah.
everything is on schedule. I'm like, I have this due, this assignment due. I have to be at work at this time. I have to do this. Like I always had an agenda or something to, some place to be, something to do. But in the
Yeah.
Philippines, it's like I could do nothing all day and I wouldn't be wasting time. Like it's just so slow and I could just take my time and doing whatever I wanted to do, like whenever. So I
Mm.
think that's a pretty like a representation of what it was like. And then lastly, which also has a pretty good segue, is it's called let me get the artist name really quick. But it is called This Will Be, in parentheses, An Everlasting Love by Natalie Cole. It's a very
Mm.
like, I don't know if you know that song, but it's a pretty like happy song. It's actually in my Spotify playlist titled End Credits because I titled the end credits because it's one of those songs that
Yeah, yeah,
plays
yeah, yeah.
at the end of at the end of a movie where like it's like super happy and it's like a montage of this like event of like a family dinner or like a wedding and they're just like having a good time and it's a montage. And segue, tomorrow
Oh yeah.
our friend that we went to high school with
Uh,
is getting married, and man, I'm just like I'm also like super like pumped for that because like dude, like
oh
one,
yeah.
this is like one of the kind of an anticipated wedding for me because one, like I'm really close to like both the bride
Oh
and the groom
shoot! Wait, dude.
as opposed to like just one of them. But here I'm like I'm close to both of them and I like was kind of there at the very start. Like I knew her when she was like
Yeah.
didn't even know this person, and then
Oh my
I knew her when they
gosh.
met, and then knew when they like became a thing, and then just like grew and grew. And so it's like just to see their whole relationship from the start to now, it's like
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Dude, actually, it just processed to me that she's getting married. Like, it didn't even process to me who it was. Like, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I remember her. Oh, that's cool. Like wedding. Like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. But when you're like, yeah, tomorrow they're getting married. I was like, oh shoot, like they're getting married, bro. That's crazy.
Oh man. And they're
Cause
like dancers too. So
yeah.
like dancing is like in general my favorite part of any event ever. But
Oh
usually people are kind
yeah.
of shy. But here they're dancers, so they have dancer friends. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping everyone's gonna be like dancing and not just
Oh
like
yeah.
swaying.
Is there like a what do you call it? Is there a set like to perform for them that you
um
know of or no?
Not that I know of, but the last wedding I went to this past summer, I didn't think there was gonna be like a set, but there was. So
Mm,
I wouldn't be surprised if there was for this one also.
for sure. Dang, dude. Did you know her before high school or because of high school?
Um, I actually first met her because of church.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that was just like the summer because I went to like a going into high school. I went on a church retreat and I met her
Uh-huh.
there. And then it turns out, oh shoot, I'm actually your link crew
Going to
leader.
this high school. Wow. Wait, what did you want to segue into? Or is this the segue?
That was a segue. Yeah, this is like the
Okay,
me
because
telling
dude,
I'm waiting to go to.
dude, when you said that right now, right? When you're like, oh yeah, like I knew her because of a church retreat, or right?
Mm.
I remembered. Oh my gosh, I'm having freshman flashbacks, bro. Dude, learning like homecoming halftime, and then she was like, dude, she was like, oh yeah, we're gonna put Alvin in the middle. I was like, dude, who's this Alvin guy, bro? Like, who's this Alvin guy? And then after, oh my gosh, this is crazy to like see how I think now versus when I didn't know you and like I didn't know her. Oh my gosh, it was like, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, like we're gonna put Alvin in center because he's like short and stuff, and then it was like I was like, oh man, like and this Alvin guy, like they all know him and whatever, man, like you know. And then when I watched, I think when we were probably like juniors or seniors now, right? And it's the whole like, the whole like, oh, let's go back and comment on something really old right now. Um,
Uh-huh.
dude, I was watching the homecoming halftime thing, and you know how we go down on like the first song, like the very end of it, where it's like, I'm too tough and I don't know my miss, right? Or something like that.
And I did that one solo by
And you do
myself.
just said like, yo, and I was watching, I was like, damn, he kind of deserved it. Even if there was whatever type of bias, like he deserved to be in that center, dude. I was like, freak freshman Kevin, whatever he said, man. Oh my gosh, that was crazy to think about. Bro, and then like learning like the Halloween stuff for RDC and the burning PE dots when we're like learning about like who's who, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like Alan, like, hey man, and then like, oh my gosh, look at all these people I don't really know. But Alan, what's up, bro? Oh man, it's crazy. No, man. Yeah.
Dude, that's actually funny you say that. So
Why?
I have two things to say to that. Um, so yeah, when you say like, oh man, this guy deserves to be center, I was like, I disagree because when I look back at videos, I feel and look so awkward whenever I see myself dancing. Because when I look back before, I'd be like, yeah, freshman year I was kind of just like learning. I feel like sophomore year I looked pretty good,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah. Sophomore year,
honestly, I
crazy.
think the first time that I feel like I look pretty cool is junior year when we did Poison.
Oh man,
But
main
everything
character
before that,
moment.
dude, yeah, everything before that though, I feel like I'm so awkward. So especially freshman year, that's like my first dance, and the fact that you said that, I'm like, dude, no, I was so awkward.
I think okay for like incoming freshmen. Yeah. What's so funny? What's the
That's-
second thing you wanted to say?
oh yeah, I
Because I
think
want
it
to
was
talk about poison later.
okay. Yeah, it goes back to actually it was like one of the early practices, and we were in the hideout.
For RDC or for homecoming?
I want to say it was uh
Because I remembered the RDC one, the first one.
yeah, because like for homecoming, like I'm pretty sure we were friends by the end of it, right? Or like we actually like
Dude, it's
talked to
so
each
funny
other
to hear you say that. We were friends, right?
just by the because like
No, yeah, no, but it's just funny to hear you say that.
because it's just so early on into our like friendship, but
Oh
uh
no, yeah, because like for me, it's not like a oh we're friends on this date, like it's just like a over time. But like
yeah
no, because yeah, the for me, my most memorable. Oh, sorry, this is kind of like what do you call it? Going off tangent, but
uh
I'm gonna say yes to your question because the picture with you, me, Brian, Hoa,
yeah
on the field, and me looking at that, I was like, dang, bro, like I'm in high school now. Like I had that kind of moment. And in the picture, I'm not looking at the damn camera. I'm like, damn, I just had to look at the other camera, whatever. But
Mhm.
it's just crazy because like Brian was like 2 years ahead of us, and then oh man, that was such a cool thing because like you don't know who like their rep, like you're learning about them and stuff. But
yeah
like even you, because like I didn't know you, I didn't know Brian, but it was just like, oh, this is like so cool. Like I'm meeting people, bro. I'm part of something, whatever.
Mhm.
Um, but yes, I would. That's all just to say yes to your question. Sorry, I don't know where you're going.
oh yeah well yeah it's pretty relevant but because so ice cream truck girl right
What the? Oh, I thought. Wait, no, it's job. Like your job.
yeah
No,
ice
ice
cream
cream
job
truck job.
yeah ice cream job
Yeah.
right was telling me like or so I was like I was in the same boat where I didn't really know that many people
Oh
because
wait, I just realized why you brought up ice cream truck.
yeah
I totally forgot.
yeah but yeah I was in the same boat because everybody pretty much went to Alvarado so all the Oswald
That's
people
right. So
they
like
didn't really
whoever
go
knows each other knows each other.
yeah and it was like the first event of the school year so it's like I hadn't had that much time to like meet new people um yeah especially people that dance because there's like not
Yeah,
that many
yeah.
people from Oswald that I just said a name. Anyways, Oswald,
Oh, I didn't hear, but oh, you're
that
talking about school.
yeah, because you know how we didn't want to say like our colleges, but I just said
It's
our
okay. Like I said, we're in the learning process. If this was Spotify, bro, I don't know how we could take it down. I'm in control
But
right now, so we're all good.
anyways, yeah. So people from Oswald, they didn't really not more people came from Alvarado. But even then, people from Oswald didn't really dance. So even then,
Yeah,
there's like less people that I would know. And
yeah.
people that did dance that I knew, they were like not. Hold on. I know what I was going with that. Anyways, scratch that. Scratch that. But
Scrap
yeah, so I
that.
didn't really know anyone. So I knew Alan, I knew like here and there, but I wasn't really friends with people. But I knew of you
Mm.
because you were close to Alan, and I
Dude.
remember like, oh, that's Kevin, right, or something. Like I knew of you,
Whoa.
and I mentioned it to Ice Cream Truck Girl, and then she was like, yeah, you should go talk to him. And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
ah, I don't know. And then I probably
Wow.
didn't. And then we just started to like stretch or whatever.
Yeah,
But
you
that was one
did,
of my
bro. You
that was one of my
did.
first impressions of you. It's like
Wow.
because you told me to go talk to you and be like social, but I was like, ah, nah, that's fine.
That's crazy. And look at us now. Look at where we are today.
We got a freaking
That's
podcast.
hilarious.
And then I also remember thinking like, ah, this guy looks like martial law from Tekken.
Uh,
Which I don't
I
even know
got
if
it.
you know, but I
I
photoshopped your
don't.
face before. I posted it like on your birthday before, I think, and then I tagged
Oh,
you on it.
dude.
It's like that kung fu fighter that's like
Okay.
stereotypically Asian looking.
Yeah. No, but listen, it's okay because I got that a lot in high school. It's like, yo, you look like Rock Lee from Naruto.
No,
Yo, yo, you look like yo, are you Bruce Lee, bro? Oh my gosh.
because martial law
Mm.
had a mustache, so that's why it looked like he was.
Yeah, yeah. It's the freaking mustache. And look who shaved and also was like, damn, I miss my mustache. Me. So comes back.
And he has a beard as well.
I don't like the beard. I don't like the beard. I liked it when it wasn't growing so much, bro. Like when it was just like baby hair still. Now
Mm.
it's spreading through my to my throat and stuff, and I don't like it. But anyway, uh, no man, that's crazy. What do you remember if that was like early practices or like late into homecoming?
I'm assuming it's early because I hadn't talked to you at all. So that's why I mentioned if like that couldn't have been RDC because we have that picture together at homecoming halftime. And
Yeah,
RDC started after, so I'm like, it has to be
yeah.
homecoming halftime.
I think, man, homecoming halftime. I'm trying to think my first actual interaction with you, dude.
I'm sure it was like in a group setting. There's no way it would have been like one on one because I didn't really have the
No, yeah, yeah.
audacity to be like, "Hi, I'm Alvin," and introduce myself to like one on one to a complete stranger.
I'm trying to, dude. Trying to think, bro.
I have no
Because
idea.
I know during homecoming, it was I was definitely still talking to people I already knew, like Leanna, Aubrey, and Alan for sure. Um, damn. Let me run my mind through the sets. No, I think it was. I don't think I interacted like at all with you. It was more like I just kind of saw you from a distance. One, because of like where we were staged and stuff. And I think we weren't as or like I think I was more serious the the early years just because I was like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble, right? Like, don't want to get in trouble. But so I was kind of like not talking to people and stuff. But like I was always kind of like watching you from a distance, and if not watching or like seeing you from a distance, people would say something about you, like Steph and Nanetti and like other peeps.
Like, well, let him short from the
Yeah, it was
front.
literally all just like, Alvin Short, or like, okay,
He's
or
so
do this,
small.
or like, oh, do this move, like you look cool, or like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna have Alvin here, or whatever. Uh, Dude, it's crazy too, man. It's just the perspective. Do you remember Justin and Brian doing that Franklin U choreo together?
Like windmill or like farewell.
Farewell, yeah. Cause like I think about that or no, fresh out of high school, I think about it, but I was just
Uh,
like, it's crazy, like to do a dance with someone, and it's like because you went to a workshop together. But like when they did that, I was like too young to know. And then by the time I was their year, I was like, damn, like I'm doing that now. And now that I'm like old, I'm like, damn, it's like I did that, and like I don't really talk to those people anymore or whoever it is, right? Who like the video kind of represents and stuff. But it's just crazy to like think about it that way.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was gonna say something, man. I forgot.
Poison.
Oh shoot, yeah, poison. No, it was, but I opened my phone for it. Oh wait, yeah. I'm gonna text you a name.
Okay.
Okay, do you see the name?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, because like this guy, my first impression of him, he was at Alvarado, coming from your school, and he was like, I don't know why, but it was like he was doing drum at our school, and that's like how I first knew him.
Wait.
And
Wait. Did?
yeah,
Okay. I didn't know that.
and then like people would tease someone that I knew about him because like I think she kind of liked him at the
Mm.
time, but I
That's
don't
crazy.
know. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know at the time or whatever if what's true or not. But I just knew they would tease this one girl, and then when I get to high school and I finally meet this guy, and then because like my first impression of him was like, dude, I don't know this guy. I'm just chilling after school, like talking friends, and like he just comes over from a different school, like you know what? And like, he's like really like quiet and like pretty like not serious face, but just uh like chill face, I guess. Chill
Mhm.
face. Like if you talk to him, he'll be like, "Hey man, like what's up? All right, going to drum, you know. See you later, man." Like that's what I thought it would feel like, right? Get
Mhm.
to high school and finally get to know the guy. Like, oh, he's not exactly how I knew him, but it's like it's crazy because like when I think of him, I just think of high school him and not like what I actually really first saw him as, right?
Uh.
Um, so I just think that's crazy, like you know that whole perspective stuff. The same with how we're talking about like how we're getting to know people as freshmen. Man, that is crazy. But yeah, geez, I'm ready for poison. Yeah,
Okay. After
unless you
poison,
wanna,
I'm
unless you
gonna
wanna
say.
say,
Well, I'm just gonna say it just so I don't forget it. But it's about the my visit from yesterday.
ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, because high school.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Poison, main character arc. I put you in center. You think I put you in center again? I'm just kidding. Was that my piece or that was Alan's piece?
No, that was you, dude.
Was that me or no? I think Alan started it, or was it actually my piece?
Well, for sure you had you made choreo for it. I don't know if it was.
I did, but I can't remember if it was supposed to be like who exactly. Because I know, I remember I did stuff. Oh no, dude, that was like my piece. I think.
I remember it being your piece.
Was that my first ever piece, bro?
No way. I feel like because
I
that was
think soft.
my first piece too. So I'm pretty sure you choreographed it for me. No, no, wait. Like technically, Renaissance was your first piece, right?
Uh, I think that was me and Alan because I remember my first solo piece was Lazarus junior year, and then
Oh, what? No way.
yeah, well, I'm talking about RDC only.
Oh.
But sophomore year of Renaissance, I think I remember changing the b-boy piece or the boys piece in second year, and Alan came back from a practice. He's like, "Oh, you changed it?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was just trying to be like, "Oh my gosh, like don't notice the changes." And then he was just because he had like a first already, and I was like, I didn't like. And then Alan wasn't there, and I was like, "I'm gonna change this." And I was like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna do this." But anyway, I think that really kind of was like my first, because I know the parts that I did, but I don't remember doing the whole thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it was a me and Alan thing. I think it was me and Alan. Anyway, sorry. Tangent.
Wait, on that same tangent,
Uh,
that surprises me that you said that junior year was your first solo RDC piece, because that's also when
yeah.
I started like making pieces also. But I could have
you by
sworn,
yeah.
well, my first piece that I was a part of was the opener for that year.
Yeah, that's why.
But it was
Dude,
like a collab. But I like because we started it as a collab, and then they're like, all right, Alvin, just make like the second half. But
oh,
it was
what
in like
did you
a collab
would you
with
start?
Emily and Allen,
Oh,
like the
really? I
first
didn't
half.
know that.
Yeah. But then I did the rest of
Oh,
it.
that's right.
But that's not like a
Wait.
solo piece though, because I collabed at the start.
Oh no. Okay, I was gonna say that doesn't count. No, it's an album piece, right? But okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. And then
So
what was your first?
is Halloween junior year or senior year?
We did Halloween every year.
No, I mean
No.
the one with the phone in the middle.
Oh man, that
Is that
was senior year. No, but I your first piece.
dude? I don't even know. Oh,
It was Renaissance, but RDC wise, it might have been the Halloween senior year.
no, I never made a Renaissance piece. Oh no, wait, no, no, I had
No,
a
you
segment.
did. That was junior year. That was
Yeah, but that was end of junior year. No, 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 it was
Lamborghini Dame was a winner. That's a
yeah, yeah.
period. Her
No,
day.
it was that DMX song.
Hollywood Homecoming. Yeah. Oh, dude, I went crazy. I was like, oh my gosh.
Dude, what was that
Oh
song?
yeah. Huh?
Where the hood at? Where the hood
Where
at?
the who? Where the
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my first solo. Oh my god, that's crazy.
No, then we're the same. Wait. Yeah. Because I stopped after I think the first one because of reasons. But yeah, I wasn't dancing, so I would still go to practice and just watch. But yeah, that was crazy.
Oh dang, dude.
Oh, we
Crazy.
started our career junior year.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
Uh,
Anyways, Poison.
sorry. Yeah, let's go back to the topic. Wait, hold on. I need to milk this a little more, dude. Wait,
It's not
no, cause
juiced.
no, it's not juice. Cause like, dude, wait, wasn't Lamborghini chain? Was that junior year? That was junior year.
Junior year Renaissance. Yeah.
And then you didn't choreo anything soft? Oh no,
No,
yeah.
no. It
It
was like
was all
all
yeah, it was all
Justin.
June. No, but for like Renaissance or anything.
Oh no, 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 no. It was all M and Audrey.
And then oh yeah, junior year, and then dang, that's crazy, bro. But honestly, okay, yeah, let me transition back to WBA. Is like no, that first piece, the opener, that is still crazy, dude. I feel like oh, that's one of my favorite to like perform and watch.
Did you have the
Ah,
staging, bro? Come on. Hard work really paid off on that one.
man. I think honestly though, because I feel like whatever pieces we're learning, it's always cleanest the first time you learn it in my head, or like how I feel anyway. Is because like, oh, I'm going full out, like crazy full out, right? And then once you learn visuals and like more staging, I feel like I focus so much more on like traveling and stuff that I forget about the actual choreo, right?
Hmm.
So for me, I feel like vanilla choreo is like the best, or like as full out it could be.
Like
Um,
raw choreo.
yeah. Wait, I need to think about the piece before we before I juice it. Sorry, hold on. Uh, Jungle Beats, holla at me, hop boom, up boom, yo, killer. Oh, dude, I'm running it in my head. And then everyone's doing this random part. Why did you do that? Why did you
Oh
do that? Why did you
yeah.
do that? And then Angel's doing push-ups. Not. And I was like, "Ooh, where do you do that? Not around here. If I didn't baby was scared. Oh my god, that's crazy. Didn't see it. To run my first gear, yeah. And then anyone to June. And then fuck you and then wait, am I missing a part? Twitch, that's a bad thing. Then they wanna be it. Okay, I forget everything else from there. But that's still pretty crazy. That was like I actually had fun learning all that stuff. But anyway, okay, I'm juiced from that.
I'm gonna watch it after we end this pod.
Should we just watch it now and juice it more before we go to talk
Ooh,
about poison?
like live react.
We play we press play at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay, okay. Dude.
This is too
Okay, okay.
funny. Sorry, man. This is
I
I'm
always
gonna be
wanted to like get our high school friends together and watch
oh
your old
my yeah,
performances.
we should, man. I remember. Oh, were you there? You were there in the bonding, right? Our senior year at M's place, or
I
no?
think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah. Because Alan was trying to figure out the N64 and like trying to figure out the game. Remember?
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if you stayed long enough because M put on our first year stuff. I was like, damn, like we're seniors now and stuff, whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, do you have a video ready?
Uh,
Or do you want me to link it to you?
I have it. Yeah,
Okay, what are ready?
yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh
audio's
yeah.
off. Audio's off from because I remember Eliza synced this. Yo, this is crazy,
The
bro. I just
push-ups.
did push-ups. See, no, like this is what I mean. It could be more full out, you know? Maybe if we were more concise, the visuals could be more. But this is still crazy. Uh,
The staging, dude.
Oh, I forgot about this part. Yo, this was
Yeah.
that's a layout on traveling, bro.
Come on.
This is oh my gosh. Oh man, we should let's just do this piece the next time we meet up. Okay, I'm going off video. Dude, let's do that piece when we meet up. Re-record
Oh, wait,
that.
you're off video?
Yeah, no,
What?
I stopped watching after the earpiece.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let's
Man,
do
this is
that.
this is my favorite.
That was
One of my
crazy.
favorite sets we've ever done.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying it was actually kind of lucky hard to hear you because I think my volume was too loud.
Oh no, I forgot you're watching on the same thing. I was watching on separate. Anyway, I was saying it could like. Did you see what I mean? Where like it could be more full out with visuals.
Mhm.
I felt if we were more concise, like that very beginning part before we dropped, where Angela like dropped something. Like if we didn't have to
Mhm.
travel, if we weren't so spaced out, and if we were like more concise in that staging, but still looks fun. But like there are parts where I'm like, oh, we could have seen that better. If it was textured more, like
Mhm.
more slow at certain parts and stuff, or like, like oh, if we were more lower or whatever. That's what I meant by like it could be more full
Hello?
out. Hello, yo,
You're like cut out for like 3 seconds.
uh, dude, let me just switch mics, man. What was the last thing you heard?
um, it could be more textured if you were more concise.
Yeah, yeah. No, it could just be more textured if we're more concise. We can if we go lower certain parts.
Mhm.
Yeah, just that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Yeah,
no.
because it's also a
Yeah.
football field, so you had to like travel.
No, yeah, that's why. But like, that's crazy. Okay, I'm juiced there. If you
Um, Man, I can't believe like there was a portion like before yesterday. I forgot I lived like this dance career where I actually like made stuff that other people performed in front of the whole school.
Mhm.
Weird.
you forgot. Well, also you were like double time because you were in dance and choir. So it's like even more than what I had like career wise.
True, yeah. I mean, but I didn't choreograph for choir until like senior year, and that was just like
Doom,
once.
da, da, doom,
That was also really
That
fun.
is crazy. Oh man. Anyway.
Man, but like when I look
Okay.
back at the stuff I made, I'm like, dude, who is this guy? This stuff looks so fun. Cause it just like the way I choreographed, which is I'm so glad I choreographed the way that I did. Like my like what's that thing? It's like it ends with ology. Like or like
Choreology,
my like not like your belief or like
vocabulary.
but like the way I did stuff or made
Uh,
stuff is I wanted it to be fun and to for it to feel good, which is kind of selfish because now that I look back, it's like, well, stuff that feels good for me might not feel good for other
for
people.
other people, yeah.
But I mean, it worked out. Like I know, like I built that reputation
Yeah.
This is one specific quote I remember. But this person that learned from both me and Alan said this statement, which I thought was so crazy. Where he was like, when it comes to learning pieces or like learning stuff from people, if you want to like have fun, you
No,
like
dude,
learn
wait.
learn from Alvin. But if you want to like win and look clean, you learn from Alan. And I was like, honestly, that's a pretty good depiction in my opinion.
No, wait, that is hilarious. I know I've heard that. I don't know if it's the same person that we're thinking, or
Uh,
I don't remember, but I know I've heard this before. Oh man,
it's from your doppelganger.
dude, I was kind of gonna say, did I say that? Because like, I don't think that was me though. Why was I not included? Where's the well? And if you want to do
Oh,
not
because he's in
that,
choir, not dance club.
whack.
Yeah.
I was expecting that. And if you want to like not do any choreography and just freestyle, then you hang out with Kevin. Oh
uh,
man. No, no. I think in terms of, I still don't know the word you're thinking of that ends with ology. Um, but I think your intentions were there because like you can't mess up fun. But I get that. Oh, what feels good for you is not. I wouldn't say it's selfish. I think your intentions with the choreo itself is not bad. Like it's good intention.
mm,
Okay, Juice. We tangent so much. Dude, we haven't talked about poison. Are you Juice?
um, I mean, I'm just thinking about like the pieces that I made. And I was like, man, I don't think there's one. Though I think the only one that I'm not like ashamed of it, but it was this one. The song that we get turned up, we get turned up. You know that
Was it
song?
you?
Yeah. So me and I think it
Was
was
Sam?
me
I thought
and
that was
Alan.
just Sammy. Was it
No, that
dance or
was like
choir?
it's for choir. But yeah, Harris said like, "Oh, like, can you do this, but make it like cringy?"
Hmm.
And I was like, "Okay, bet." So
Oh
like, I think that's
gosh.
why it's my least favorite because I wasn't like doing my usual stuff because I
Ah,
like doing it cringy because it was the backpack kid
uh,
era, so it was like make it
backpack
cringe.
kid era.
Yeah. But yeah, like take it to the house or that Halloween
Oh,
one we did for senior year
oh man, that was crazy. Why did you
or
center me there, bro? I think I already asked you this, but like, that's so crazy to me that you put me center.
I think I
I
just
was
knew I
just,
could like trust you.
man, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think you said, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that's like a like I don't know. I think that's if you're center, then that means I can trust you and not have to worry about you. So that's why I also put like Aaron scenario. Or shoot, should I put like name last name?
Oh, dude,
Well, it's a
what are
compliment. I don't think it's a bad
filler
thing.
filler episodes, bro? Or the humble
They're not
beginning?
gonna see this, but I mean it's a compliment anyway. But yeah, Aaron
Yeah, yeah.
scenario was like one of the best performers that I like danced with. Like he was so good. So I
Oh
knew if I
man,
put him in the front, he
yeah,
would
you don't have to worry. Okay.
like not only that I could trust him, I would still be amazed if I watched him. Like I
Oh,
could
that's
not watch him
true.
and know it'd be like be way better than I think it would play out. Like he was so
I-
good.
Imagine it's like, let me stage him in like the back right for this one, and when you watch the video, it's like, damn, I'm still watching him though, even though he's the center. It's like my focus is still over there.
Dude, he probably would pull focus. Like he was really
No,
good.
exactly.
He's
Yeah.
such a performer.
Okay. Anyway, wait, before we talk about poison, um, Halloween senior year, that was crazy piece. When I watched that video, I still hate
Yeah.
the camera. I still hate the phone. But this is what I mean by like texture, because like I watch me and then I'm just like, dude, I'm so different from the whole group that it was kind of good that I was center. Dude,
Mm,
if you watch that video, like my whole timing, what is like cut the piece, or when you're just like chopping and you're moving to the side,
mm,
it's like the whole textures are so different. I mess up the one move where it's like where you do the pull the arm thing and your leg shift.
mm-hmm.
I didn't texturize that the way it was supposed to look, but I'm just saying like my whole that piece was crazy. Performing is really fun, and I think performing it or watching my head whenever I perform full out, my head looks left and right for no reason when there's nothing to do. Like when we're Okay, you know how like let's say we're paused like to the left, where it's like boom, like we do it like pa, right, and we're
Mhm.
here, and then if there's a like we're supposed to stay still, and then we're gonna go to the other side and pa, like after that first move, I'll be like pa, look, and then like shake my head no or something, and then it goes to the other side, boom, and then like shake my head no again. And it's like, dude, what are you like? What's the point? But okay, Juice. Sorry, we can. All right, Poison main character
Oh, I thought you wanted to
moment.
watch it.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay,
Poison main
okay.
character moment.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
A
yeah.
big change for you, and you said you didn't make it, but you said I think it's about performing it, where you felt comfortable in watching yourself. Or yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So tell me a little bit about that.
Um. Yeah. I don't know. Just like what I think how I compare it is when I see like dancers on like Vibe or like Urban Paradise, where it's like, man, they're so cool. Like they have so much swag. Um.
Mm,
Everything prior to that dance, whenever I watched myself, I was like, man, that looks so awkward. Like I don't look the way that I
you
want
want?
to look or look as cool as I want to look. But then for Poison, I was like, man, I look so cool. um, and I think it kind of showed because, uh, especially in a like dance where it's just like five people and
Oh
I'm
yeah,
center, it's like the
definitely.
whole school is watching too. Where like I don't know, you kind of have to be confident to pull that off. So I think that carried over into like me watching it like afterwards where it's like wow he is really cool, but it's because I felt
Yeah.
really cool. And I guess I didn't really feel that way in terms of my prior performances, where before it was
Yeah.
kind of just like doing the movements, which is pretty normal because like I only started dancing in high school, so I was like barely just getting down
Mm,
choreography. I think Poison is when I got like the performance aspect, and I think I could also argue maybe Renaissance um was
yeah.
also like or sophomore Renaissance. I think because there's not a clear video of it, so that's why I
Oh,
can't say that. Even
that's
like for
yeah.
perm, like we don't have a clear video of
We
that, so I
don't,
can't
dude.
really
I
comment.
forgot about that. You know, I was like, we don't have a full freaking video of it.
Yeah, so maybe
Okay,
that
cause
could have been, but
yeah,
because it was end of sophomore versus like this one, which is
yeah.
early junior. So maybe it was that one. I don't know. We'll never know. But for sure, this in junior year or welcome back junior year, for sure. Like man, I feel cool. I feel like the main character.
Mhm. For okay, I wanted to say when you're like, maybe it's because there's like five guys. I was like, yeah, no, for sure, because like less is more, and I didn't think about it then, but now it's like, yeah, when you have less people, you have less like hiding, right?
Mhm.
Um, but no, okay. My question is, do you think being center played a part into like how you felt and like how you had to act, or was it just like the song? Was it the choreo itself? Like,
Ooh, all the
yeah,
above for sure. Like, cause being center, there was two moments, or I guess three technically, but
yeah.
there's two moments that made it feel like a main character moment. So
Mm.
the third one, which isn't as prominent, was like the dive roll, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Um, but it's not like the top two.
Uh-huh.
The second place would be oh man, okay, they're tied for
Dude,
first
I'm
actually.
thinking I know which ones. I know which two it is, but I'm trying to like which one is he gonna say?
Yeah, I was trying to rank them, but then in my head I'm like, ah, nah, they're kind of on the same caliber. But
No, exactly.
number two, I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Millie Rock. So then
No
I like
way.
that's number two. So I like cross my
No
feet and
way.
like spread my arms out, and then I Millie Rock, and then we jump into a move. But I was the only one that did like the
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
and the Millie
no.
Rock because
I know,
everyone else
yeah.
froze. But that's
Yeah.
number two. Number one, it's at
Yeah.
number one because of how subtle and small it is, but it just
Oh
like
my
made
gosh.
such a big impact in my opinion. Where I literally, and
Uh
it wasn't part of the choreo. I just kind of just did it during practice, And I think like someone was like, "Oh, dude, that's cool. We should do that." And then it's literally just me taking my right thumb and like rubbing my
Dude,
nose twice. It's so small, but
dude,
it's like,
Alvin.
oh, dude.
Dude, you have Mandela effect right now, man.
Wait, why?
Uh, dude, because I told you to do that.
You told me to do. Wait, did I?
Yeah.
Did I do? So I didn't
That's
do
what
that on
I
my
can't
own.
remember if you did it on your own in practice. I know, but what I remember is I was like, because okay, I know the choreo, and it's so funny to me that you said the Millie Rock is the same.
Mhm.
Um, but it's funny that you still said that it was number two. That was still crazy because I think about it like, girl, I'm like this guy chose to Millie Rock for those lyrics. Girl, I must warn you.
That was a
Oh
thing. I kept doing
no,
like
yeah, I know.
the most in trend dance move. That's why I kept like doing the whip
You
freshman
always,
year and like dabbing. So cringe.
no, but yeah, yeah, no, because I don't. I know. I was like, yeah, like okay, we're gonna watch it right now, okay?
Like,
And then
oh, okay, okay.
because I need to, because I know I told you, but I can't remember because I know it's pretty like last minute.
Uh huh.
I don't know if it was the day of or like run through where I was just like, oh, dude, no, but that whole like you should do that. I was like, yeah, because I remember being like, okay, I'm gonna have like you should do that because I think was it me?
I don't know.
I know
Could
I
be either.
choreoed like that whole second half, and then I was like, dude, like I think it was supposed to be like everyone, but I was like, okay, no, I think maybe Alvin. It should just be him, just because like he's center.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do you have it up? Ready?
I'm at 145.
Okay, I'm gonna put it there too real quick. Oh, dude, humble. That was crazy too, man. Oh,
Dude, that's another thing too. Oh my god.
that's what I was thinking of. Okay, okay, 145. Are you gonna
Oh yeah, yeah,
ready? Okay,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that first two beats are still pretty crazy though.
I almost slipped here. Come on.
This is crazy. Yeah, I messed up. Oh, I messed up there. Alan made this part because he's gonna go out to the side over there. Me and Angelo go lower so you can do.
Come on.
Also, okay, I'm stopping now. But your little b-boy before the ta ta da 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 ta boom boom. I
Uh,
always like seeing you do that when you do that. Two step, a shuffle, and then drop. Anyway, no, dude, no, okay, yeah, I know I told you because I remember being at at the field and I was like, yeah, okay, don't forget to do that. It's like, dude, don't. And then I
dude,
was like, okay, I was like, I don't, I know I was like, the song was playing. I was like, okay, you should do this like for this part, like just like hit your nose like that, and you're like this, and I was like, yeah, but like make it more like wrong move, you did, and you're like wrong move, you did, okay, and I was like, yeah, 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 okay, perfect. Um, no, I remember telling you that for sure.
that's funny.
I don't know. I think the way I did it was I'm doing it right now in real life, trying to remember. Yeah, no, but I made it. I had it small, but you made it look like pretty big, which I think in turn is like better. But like I
Mm.
remember, like yeah, just make it like subtle, like wrong move, you did, and you're like, okay, got it. And then I watched the video, and you're like, wrong move, you did. It's like, oh, but looks better. No, yeah, I remember telling you that, man. It's just so funny. You're like, yeah, I think someone told me to do this. Oh man. Uh,
Think I just remember the moment, not like
no, yeah, for
the
sure.
the creation of the moment. That's funny. Yeah, I feel like a lot
Uh,
of stuff in like high
oops,
school
my
is
bad.
such a blur. that I don't like. I don't
Yeah.
remember detail. I just remember like the feelings of stuff and like the big stuff,
Yeah.
which actually
Oh.
transitions into like the thing that I'm gonna talk about after this after
Mm,
point. But
mm.
yeah,
Oh, well,
anyways.
okay. I was just gonna say, in terms of what we remember, like specifics in school, I remember showing up senior year. I was like, senior year, welcome back. I was like, oh yeah, my pants are on backwards. I was like, no one's gonna notice because my shirt's pretty long, it's covered. And then I step in, like our RDC stretching, and then I want to say I'll text you the name. I'll
Okay.
text you the name. Um. Uh. Uh. Oh, It auto corrected to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was like, it's like, why are your pants on backwards? And then I was just like, bro, I just got in the gate like in my head, and then I ignored her question and went to like the officers and stuff. It's like, Kevin, why are your pants on backwards?
I'd have been like, why are your
Uh,
pants forwards?
anyway, that's a I remember that moment. But okay, what's your segue?
Oh, you're juiced for poison
Um,
or anything.
yeah, dude, that wrong move, you're dead. Dude, I remember, but it doesn't matter. But I just know I remember being, if it wasn't me originally, and you're like, yeah, someone was like, oh, you should do that. It was me because I was like, yeah, no, no, dude, do this. Like, yeah, make sure it's like subtle. But I know that I was like, it was like a last minute, and I was like, oh yeah, because I like we're not doing anything. And I was like, Alvin should do something because he's centered to fill this like little moment. I really remember like, dude, they're like we stay still for like, because like everyone else is like still. I'm like, it's like kind of weird. I was like, Alvin should do something because he's center. So I was like, okay, Alvin, do this. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. Just like swipe your nose like this. Yeah. And you're like, okay, I got it. And then watching it before, it's like, bro, move your dead. It's all like huge. And I'm like, oh damn. Like, okay, jeez.
Okay. Well, before the transition, humble. Humble's
Oh, I thought humble
another.
was the humbles.
Oh no no. But like humble, I was so gassed from doing
Oh
poison.
yeah.
So I was taking it so easy the first half of humble because there was a freaking backflip at the end of it, and it's like that summer I like just learned how to do a backflip, and then even
Uh,
like round off backflip too. It's like, man, we're gonna really put it in the show or like in the set right
that one
after I
was
just put on the
crazy.
performance of a lifetime. So I was like trying to catch my breath, trying to like still look like stage ready, which
Decent.
I'm really glad that I was like directly behind Alan, because man, I could not perform. I was like trying to muster up my energy to do that backflip at the end, which I like on the in the video you can't really see it, but I didn't like it was mine wasn't clean. I like um it looks like I
Oh,
did it properly, but I really like touched my hands on the floor, so it wasn't as clean
oh,
as
I
I wanted
think,
it to be.
yeah, I think I remember watching it the first time. I think you might have talked about it too after, like the week after and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean the hype was there. Like I got over and I landed on my feet. I just like it wasn't the clean. Is it? It wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. Like I think if the audience members saw it, it's a regular dude, it would have been like, "Oh, that was sick." But if someone that knew like
Yeah,
tumbling
yeah.
or like stuff, it's like, "Ah, that wasn't clean."
Oh, I'm watching it, dude. Or not watching it, I'm just like kind of like going through. You also didn't get as much height, which is like kind of concerning while looking at it. It's like, dude,
Yeah,
that's kind of
man.
scary. Oh, someone's blocking, so I can't see you put your hands down. But yeah, yeah, you landed like earlier than Alan.
Yeah, there's no height whatsoever. It's terrible.
I think we have the practice video though. Do you remember?
Oh, I think
Like,
yeah.
yeah, that one was like pretty crazy though. Man, that was crazy. Like my last dude watching and in practice, he was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 and 7, backflip, and boom. That is crazy.
Man, what a performance. What a set. Golly.
What are you transitioning into after Humble? Or like,
Oh,
are you
topic?
just yeah? Or is that all you
Oh,
want to talk about on Humble?
um, I think that's Rumble. But actually, mid transition, mid tangent. Senior
Is
Year
it?
Welcome Back is also a really good set.
Wait. No.
For oh no, Senior Year Homecoming Rally Dance Club with the
Senior
infamous
year.
Drumline Dance Club
Oh
collab,
gosh, I'm
dude.
cringing,
And
bro.
then Alan's piece, I was
Welcome
center
to
on the
my
blue side.
hood.
Welcome to my hood. Oh man, that's another main character moment for me. Yeah,
I
that's
would
it.
argue that Poison is more though.
Yeah, me too.
This just it's because it's the guy's piece. It's so like intimate, I would say. More intimate.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was yeah,
I
okay.
agree.
Ah, cringe. I don't really want to talk about the drumline thing. Just
No,
because
I
it
thought
was
it was
kind of
sick.
no, I thought it was sick too, man. But it was like it was that whole like gotta get over the awkwardness. It's like you getting people that you don't talk to. Like looking back, I'm like, damn, I was so bold, bro.
No, that was. I'm glad you were bold,
Oh
dude.
man, thank you, appreciate it, man. This because it's like I don't know. It's just the drumline people have those vibes where it's just like they're chill, and I just felt kind of like our RDC energy is like just totally different.
Hmm.
Man,
Wait, you didn't know anyone from Drumline?
I knew people, but not like not like I talk to them all the time kind of thing, you know?
Uh-huh. Wait, so when
But
you approached them to ask for a collab, did you ask like people or like the director of
yo,
Drumline?
this cannot be talked about on here because I'm gonna
Okay,
go I'm gonna go deep, bro. It is
okay,
it is deeper than just drumline.
okay. Okay,
It's okay. If yours is ice cream truck, mine is like sorbet truck. It's
okay, okay.
yeah, sorbet.
Anyway,
Sorbet
so
truck, man. No, sorbet car. You got ice cream truck. I got a sorbet car. Anyway, yeah. No, but it was cool. It was really cool. I was really happy that um they did it. I wish we worked on a transition because when you watch that after the drumline set, they kind of just walk off and we're like mid performing, running through and stuff, and they're just like walking back to the chairs.
well, it's not like they can perform other than like
No,
playing
they
the
should.
drums.
They could have at least like walk and like sing like oh boom, like I don't know, whatever.
Oh
That's
yeah,
I'm expecting too much. Am I? I don't know. It's done now. Whatever.
it's
Who cares?
done. It's in
But
history.
hmm.
It's in history.
Oh no, yeah. I remember though. I was bold because I was so hungry to have something like that happen. Because I was like, yo, like why is this not a thing? Like why doesn't like you see it in shows like dance shows like ABDC did like everyone dances in the intro like different teams. So it's just
Mhm.
like why doesn't our own school ever do a cross performance like RDC and choir or whatever. So like that really even now that would still be really cool to have like two different whatever. But anyway, no, yeah, I remember at the time it was like, oh my gosh, like yo, we made history. Like I remember saying that
It
stuff. It is no, it is though. Like
is, yeah.
oh man, that is crazy. Okay, wait, before you say anything or before we juice, I remember Miss Brooks telling me, man, I want to get into like the whole we're not in control and like destiny and stuff. But anyway, like
We can.
no, it's forgetting. We went over. I was trying to stop us at like an hour, but like after an hour where we kind of like went over everything, I was like,
Uh,
okay, cool, it's fine. We kind of do. That's how it is. Our show is 1 hour structure, and then like whatever the heck.
but
Um.
it's because like high school is such a rabbit hole of a
Oh man, no.
topic.
Oh, damn! Look at us not being really present about what's happening in our current life. Okay, no, but Miss Brooks was like telling me someone was saying about me because I was on blue side, or it's the gold side. But I was like, before we switch and stuff, I was center, and Miss Brooks was telling me like, "Yo, that guy." Like someone told her that like, "Oh my gosh, like that guy's like really good," or like he's going, like he's doing what he does, and I was like, man, that was like really cool to hear because I was like, I know there's one part in the drumline choreo where where we do the two step like to the side. I'm doing like more salsa where it's like in the hips.
Mhm.
So like that's part specifically I can think about, but the whole piece in general, no, I was putting so much of myself into it, and I was just like, man, at the time because I was so hungry to be a choreographer and all that, it just kind of fueled me to like keep going. But even now, even though I'm not like in that whole path of wanting to be in dance right now, it's still cool to like know that I was like, you know, the same way I think how you feel about like the stuff you made, where it's like I can look back and be like, damn, like I did do it, even though I'm not doing anything crazy right now. It's like I made someone feel that way, so it's like that's really cool to hear. But
Nice.
yeah, okay, I'm juice.
All right. Well, um, yeah. So similar to Mandela effect, where stuff went over my head, or I didn't think things were happening that I didn't know were happening. So yesterday, uh, our mutual friends work for our high school, and so I just
Mhm.
went yesterday, and I just like hung out, and it was fun. Danced for fun, but I also got to talk to my old choir teacher, and that was such a
Mhm.
great conversation, just because, like, it's funny seeing the perspective of a teacher, because I've obviously never have had that because I've just been a student my whole life. So
Mhm.
just to talk about like the 3 years we shared together and how different our perspectives were was like very amusing. And he was like telling me
Mhm.
stuff about like his perspective, and I'm like, wait, what? Like it's like we like lived completely different. Um, like those 3 years were completely different for each of us, for both of
Mhm.
us. Because in my perspective, it's like my memories is what I know. But then he was telling me stuff, and I was like, man, I can't believe that stuff is going on. While
Well,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like really in my own world. I found out that I was so like focused on what's like in front of me that I was kind of like just blocking everything out. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well,
I didn't. It was a transition, but I didn't really have a lot to say. That was
I
pretty much
don't
it.
I don't think that's really Mandela effect. It's more of just like you are doing your own thing cuz like I remember catching up with some people after high school. This one girl, I went to elementary with her, but she was telling me stuff about like what was going on in her life in high school. I was like, oh, I would not have thought this person was like that, or I would not have known if she didn't tell me.
Like during high
Um,
school.
yeah,
Ah.
because yeah, but I think that's just what I'm saying is like we are, despite being together, like with people, like we still do our own thing. It's just that we're like all condensed in the same room at a specific time. And I texted um a friend I made from Valorant a while ago, or no, like yesterday, about this, where it's like perspective,
Hmm.
or a physical perspective. Because I was like, dude, when I was a kid, I literally looked up at everything, at everyone, and I was just kind of like, wow, like my focus is up, and it's like going up and whatever, right? Like everything's so big. And now I was like, damn, and like all I do now is like look forward, literally. Like I'm driving, I have to look forward. I'm walking in the street, getting groceries, I gotta look side to side. It's like I'm never looking up anymore, right? Um, and like to me, that's like something I miss about being a kid, is that literally looking up. Cause like, dude, everything just looks and feels so different when you like have to look up at it. Because now once you're like kind of like everyone's height, I guess, you don't have to look up anymore, and you kind
Hmm.
of miss the beauty in like what is above you. And and that could be like religiously or like physically or whatever, but it's true, like everything that is above has like looks pretty crazy. And if you look from above, like looking down, like you see the flowers, you see so much more too. So yeah, but yeah, that is what
Mm.
I gotta say about that.
Perspective.
Is
All right,
that
I think
are we
I'm
is that re
juiced.
hmm?
Think I'm juiced.
For everything?
Think so.
Yeah,
But I
high school
mean, I
rabbit
still
hole,
want to hear the
man.
sorbet car after.
We got off stream about it. It won't be
Yeah.
as fun I could just talk about it. Oh man, it's crazy. You know why? Ah, dude, I
So
gotta
yeah,
talk
yeah,
off,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, yeah. Off stream.
Off stream, but no, it's crazy because it's just connected to a friend from high school. Cause man,
Well,
cause we were so
let's make a Patreon and then put it on there.
hey, exclusive. You get to hear you get to hear names. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, dude, it's crazy. It goes back. And it's so I love thinking about, not just high school, but like in middle school, very naive, single boy, like like the mindset of a single boy is just so interesting. And like the way you perceive everything and whatever. Man. And I think for me, that also that drove some projects I had from high school into like dance and but man, no, yeah, it goes deeper than just a sorbet car. Crazy. Okay, wait. Before we go, actually, let's be present and talk about what the heck is right now college and what we're
Oh
gonna
yeah, yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. After the
Okay,
2 hour mark.
okay. Now, so we started in fall last year, and I just became an English major. Alvin was starting his first year, or yeah, you were. Sorry, I don't know why I
Ooh,
said in the third person.
that's fine.
You were first year in engineering, and now you're going into your second.
Well,
Wait,
first year at the new school.
yeah. Oh, okay. No, that's right. Yeah. So first year at the new school, I'm gonna be a first year at the new school, and then yeah. So let's just kind of reflect on as a whole now, like the whole journey that in the last year. Because like when we started, I remember being like, I don't know what we said, and that's the point of the whole 4 episodes, or like, we don't have to remember that we can look back. But it's just like I just remember not knowing what the heck was gonna happen. And I didn't even think it was possible that I would have been able to get to where I am now. Um Pretty crazy. But I'm here now, and like now I'm gonna be studying English at new school, and hopefully, getting more involved and like meeting new people and actually like making effort and dancing more. Definitely want to dance more, record around school. Record in terms of just like freestyle, or like I kind of want to go back into making dance video related stories and not rapping. Rapping music videos are still fun, but kind of want to go back to the core of storytelling through dance because I think still a pretty huge part of me. Um, and yeah, those are my current outlook for this coming fall semester. And in terms of reflecting what we've done, or what I've done anyway, it's just like, good job, me. Like, damn, you really made it. That's,
Wait,
but yeah.
what was the prompt? Just a reflection of the first year, or the like since the pod?
Kind of like just what are you, like, what are you gonna do now? Or like, what you're hoping to do into this fall and kind of just like reflect where you were last fall.
Ooh,
Like academically, I was just talking academically. But
ooh.
yeah.
Hmm. Academically, I think I was in my OG. So in the fall, I was in my OG school and new school. My OG school classes, I was killing it. I would say, in summary, I was killing it. But at this new school, um, it was pretty easy for my first semester there. So there's nothing really to kill. I mean, I still did well, but it was like too easy to where like I still got an A, but like it was really easy, so I wasn't really like it wasn't that much of a reward to get an A.
Hmm.
Um, and then second semester, I was I didn't get like the grades that I wanted, but I think I did kill it for what I was dealing with. Um, yeah, the
Oh
whole ice
yeah.
cream truck. Uh, yeah, so it's so crazy how distinct those two seasons were because they were both extremely busy, but busy for a different reason. Like The first semester, I had like 2 schools, juggling a job, and the second semester, um, I was like full time at this new school, and then I had a new job, or I transitioned into a new job, and I was also dealing with my ice cream truck. So I was like, man.
Your ice cream
Uh,
truck.
but now I had this whole summer to like, I don't know, get
Get
fresh
his
start in
stuff
a way.
together. Yeah.
Um, in this new semester, this is kind of transitioning into like our next topic on the VinCast, where it's like what we want for the
I
future, right?
say, yeah, I was literally gonna be like, yeah, we gotta what, or I don't know what the heck it is. If it's just a message to ourselves. That's what something like that.
Because you wrote what we hope in the future, and then what do you want to tell yourself? Semicolon message to future self.
Yeah. And then we end with the
The game.
game.
Okay.
I think I
Um,
think we ended it last time, or I don't remember.
we got it
I
really
don't
fast
remember.
last time.
Yeah, no, and then I think I was just like, okay, I guess next time we'll just start fresh. I don't know. Oh well. But yeah. That goes into the message to ourselves thing.
Uh, Well, next semester, I don't know. I feel now that I don't, or like hopefully I don't have any more like outside drama.
Wait, is
When
are you doing it now or
the ice cream truck.
no? I thought you messaged yourself. Or are you still talking
Oh,
about?
let's talk about like
Oh, okay, for sure. Sorry.
what's the next move, I guess. Um, or like for the future, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like, yeah, hopefully I don't have any drama, so I'm like, I get to focus on my school, and like work is like kind of secondary. Like it's nice, but it's like school is like my main priority. So that's where I want to put my emphasis. So I really want to get back on that like grind and feel that sense of like reward for the hard work that I put in.
Yeah.
Because I know like the classes, I'm sure they're gonna be difficult. I'm pretty sure they are. But I also want to join the dance team. Like I'm like super committed to making it work because like in the Philippines, I was like, man, I'm like, because they're when I was saying bye to like my family and stuff, they were like, oh, you next time you come here, you're gonna be an
Oh.
engineer, and I was like, oh, you're right, because like in a year
Oh.
and a half, I'll be like an engineer, and I was like, ah, shoot, I got a year and a half left. That's like 3 semesters. So I got three
There
semesters to
is
like
no next semester.
yeah, 3 semesters until I'm like an adult that like has their degree and should be expected to get like a full
Ah.
time job. So I'm like, I gotta make the most of it. So
Ah.
I want to make it work to where I get to be more involved. So and the dance team is one of them. So there's that, and I am willing to sacrifice like having less hours with my internship. I hope they're cool with it. I feel like they would be, but I don't know. But yeah, that's the plan.
Dude, that's actually like the way you put it, that's even more expectation than getting the degree is like you have to get a job. Like that I just realized like that's even more like expectation than finishing your degree in like within 4 years and stuff. It's just like, dude, when you have a
Yeah.
degree, oh man, that's actually like crazy.
Because to get a degree, like, not that it's easy, but you kind of know what to do because they tell you, like, oh,
Yeah, you have
take
like
this class, this class. And then
yeah,
by the end of it, you'll get a degree. But for a job, it's like, you can apply, but just because you apply doesn't mean you'll get a job. So it's like,
yeah. That's oh man. I don't want to think about that just yet. Whew.
fine, you got like 2 years.
Ah, dude, we said that in high school, bro. Stop. Oh, we said that about OG school, man. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
man.
Okay, well, is it time to do yeah?
To do what?
The message to ourselves?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you want to go first or
You go first.
ah, okay, dear Kevin. Well, I didn't talk about it in the podcast today, but Hyunjin, who is not New Jeans, she's part of the how the frick do you say her name? The Seraphim, whatever, bro. Anyway, today you watched a video and she was talking about like she cried reading just the intro to a book about a doctor who suddenly get sick and he only was like 30s and stuff. My point is, man, like, look, we got our wisdom teeth out, and you're kind of like family and or other things, music or whatever. And I just want to say, like, the connection I'm trying to make is that in the book, like, the guy was working all the time, and then once he became sick and was like a patient, kind of like life changes and stuff. So just don't forget to cherish and be present, because you could do all this stuff and like, yeah, 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 music, bam, 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 and like I'm a rapper and like I'm a dancer and I'm all, we're all these things and whatever. But, you know, this quote right now is in my head, which is the same head as yours in the year 2023, which is the best things in life are often not things. So yeah, take what you will, but that's what I gotta say. Just follow your dreams, but also be moderate. Moderate your dreams. Moderize? Well, I don't know, man. Hey, look, love you. I love you, and yeah, just do your thing. Be with people. Do what you love. Yeah, I'll see you, bro. Bye. Oh, also, our Korean name, I think, is like Pyong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were Korean. Kind of.
You're not
All right.
Korean.
All right. That is mine.
Mine is pretty simple. Honestly, the main thing is like, you know, we had that whole ice cream truck fiasco, and you've gotten this far, so it's pretty sick. There's a lot of stuff to look forward to. Good luck. I hope it turns out the way that I hope it does. But even if it doesn't, that's still okay because things happen for a reason. But yeah, there's a lot of excitement up ahead from my position. I hope in your position that things are worked out and you're still, living life to the fullest, even if it's not the life that you planned. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot, nothing too complicated. Yeah, I just hope that you are being present because to remind you, you still only have 3 semesters left, and after that, you're on your own, man. Yeah, that's it. Good luck. Deuces.
I want to say how earlier I was like, dang, I wish I was more like you, and I wish I could be like, what do you call it? Um, Honest? I don't know, but in like the letter to myself part, I can be
Uh
totally say whatever I want to say. Oh man, this is funny.
huh.
Okay, now it's time.
To
How does this
get
work
game.
again? We say one word, and okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready
Okay,
to start? Okay, I don't have a word yet.
I got a word.
Okay, not a word.
Okay, ready?
Uh,
3, 2, 1.
Ice
Wedding.
cream. Oh,
uh.
I got a word.
Okay.
Uh,
3, 2, 1. Cake.
Cake. Got
Let's go.
him. Okay,
Easy.
we don't
Okay,
need to do
bye.
anymore. Yeah. Okay, then. Oh, I forgot. I have to end it on the computer.
Yeah, dude,
Dude,
why was
this is
that first
crazy.
time the game was took so long?
Oh man, that was so crazy. See, change can happen in a year.
Yeah, might need
All
a new
right.
game.
I'm about to end the stream for now. Is there anything you want to say? Cause this might be the last time it's on this channel or ever. I'm just
Ooh.
kidding. But if it is, what would you have to say to this era of us?
Um, I would say, thank this era of us, which is our past selves, when you watch this. Thanks for doing this because even if like nobody watches, I'm still glad that it exists because similar to like looking back at old pictures. We can literally look back at
Dude, our
old
conversation.
conversation
Oh
and just
man.
be like be in that time and like go back to our like place in life and our headspace and stuff. So it's just nice that it exists, even if it's like just us two that would go back and like listen to it. It's like it's still nice.
Yeah. I would have to say I agree. Yeah, because it's really cool to just do that stuff. One, in other medias like whatever social media, you make an account just to do a specific thing, and you can always look at that account and be like, damn. But no, the whole like we're literally listening to it's a little time capsule of how we're talking, our voices, and like crazy. Like the song I made for you, I listened to
Uh,
it. I'm like, dude, I'm sick as heck, bro. Like you can hear it.
yeah, yeah.
But no, it is really cool. Uh, the only thing I had to say is like, don't play Club Penguin and think it's gonna work out before testing. Like, freaking test your stuff, bro. And like, yeah. But good job that we have done it, and we don't know where it's gonna go now, but we'll see. And yeah.
I think
Dang, I feel kind of sad, not gonna lie, cause I talked to you, I was like, man, like I don't know what I might switch it up or whatever, but it feels like I feel like where RDC right now is like closing showcase, our last whatever.
oh,
Man,
I mean it's just like a new what channel or
and
platform.
it,
I don't know.
yeah, no, but it's just like because initially this was only supposed to be 4 episodes, like I remember
Oh
being
really?
like, yeah,
Oh,
because it was supposed to be like full. I guess it was
one
more
school
selfish of
year.
me. Well, yeah, no, because I was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna finish, and like once I go to new school, like that's it. Like we won't continue anymore. Yeah, I was like, this is more of like the whole point was like the arc, and like it's focused on like arc like behavior, where it's like training arc or
Mm,
whatever, like hardship arcs, where it's just like it's this bubble of like trouble. Oh wow, write that down. Bubble of trouble, and just like it wasn't supposed to have like a formal ending. It was just supposed to be like, yep, and that's it. But
mm.
yeah, so whatever happens now is gonna be totally different, and different doesn't mean good or bad. It's just different. So, but yeah, no, it was supposed to be. I was like, yeah, we'll just do 4. But I think because of the fact that we both mutually like came and like enjoyed doing it is also what kind of drives me is like, oh, it's not that bad. Like we could keep going for whoever knows
uh,
how long. But no,
yeah,
yeah, it's
but I mean, this
still
is something we normally do.
yeah, no. But the thing is, like, I know, like, we can't say certain things because it's like, oh yeah, huh? Like,
Well, that's fine. We can like talk about it off
no. But it's also like, how like when you record yourself like a vlog, like that it's like
recorded.
the point of it is like, oh, this is also for other people and not just us, right?
Oh, I did not.
Like,
I'm not that. I do not have that mentality at
oh,
all.
okay,
Oh, this is for
well,
us.
well, yeah, no, I get that, but it's also like there are times where I'm like saying your name as if I'm talking to whoever's listening or watching.
Oh,
I'll be like, yeah, so Alvin is like, like as if they're with
uh-huh.
us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like that kind of moment kind of thing. But
Uh,
what I'm
oh yeah, or
saying,
just even like giving context to certain things, like how
yeah,
I was
no,
describing the
we
dance move. Like you know what it is, but I just didn't just have it on
no,
record.
yeah, it's that's why I mean like it's kind of like your head knows that it's not exactly, but
Yeah.
no, yeah, so basically like the mutual willingness to both do this because like this is not the first time I tried to do this. There are other people I tried to back in the day, but yeah, it's really
Mm,
cool. Thank you. I do appreciate you that we were able to do this because we have gotten this far in our what do we this is the homework era, and then once we reach the essay era where it's like the essay is like more of the finalized, and like we have an actual structure and like everything is there, like
mhm.
like blueprint. This is the blueprint era.
Yeah. The
No Club
mixtape.
Penguin. Dude, no
This is a
Club
mixtape.
Penguin, bro. That one is the worst,
I'll make
but
it
the
happen.
best. All right, yeah. So that's all you gotta say to if this is the last.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, we need to say something like a specific. Okay,
Oh wait, I got one more
let's
thing.
what,
I'm gonna put you under contract for 9 more episodes.
dude? Wait, I'm the owner of this whole thing. Wait a minute.
No, I'm Zuckerberging you.
You
You know,
can't do this.
do you get what I
No,
mean by
I
that?
don't. I don't. But you can't do
Ah,
this.
dude. No,
Ah.
you know how like Facebook was made? How like Mark Zuckerberg stole the idea from his friends and he like
Oh
commandeered
wait,
it.
no way.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
anyways, I
you,
choose
you,
9 because it's 4 in 1 year, and you have 2 years left. So I was like, oh, one for each semester, and then 9 because we
you're
need
done.
like
Oh,
a recap of like
ah,
the semester after
ah.
graduation. So it's
That's
like
so sad. Why
post
would
grad
you do
vibes.
that? I was gonna
To
say like
get
why.
it's exciting. It's like the
No,
reunion
I know.
episode.
But I was gonna be like, why don't you? I was like, why 9? Why don't you just make it 10? Like 10 is such an even number. But
Mm.
I get it. I get it now that you explain. I I think for me it's like I found out dude, we're supposed freaking Filipino dude. Ah, um,
We're 2.5 hours.
yeah. Um, Elon Musk. I didn't know he changed the bird to an X. So when I open Twitter, I just get really sad now.
I
So I
didn't
was
know
gonna,
that.
yeah. So I
Oh
was gonna go like,
shoot!
you're more Elon Musking me than you are Mark
Why is it
Zuckerberging
an
me.
X?
I don't know, man. Elon, and they also took the account without any permission from the actual account owner, like at X. Because you're not really
Oh,
supposed to do that. And I was like, dang, that's kind
dude,
of
that
sucks for whoever had that account if it was like meaningful.
I need an explanation. There's no correlation from Twitter to X.
Twitter. Yeah, then it's might as well just have a different name at this point if there's no bird, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I still have my account, but I literally told myself I'm not gonna use Twitter. I moved to Tumblr, bro. Tumblr stayed the same throughout all these years.
If for a
So,
Reddit guy.
oh, Reddit. Yeah, yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna. Oh, uh, I guess this is the first and possibly last time. Here, I thought of what we do. We say VinCast on 3, and because of the delay, it won't be exact.
Hmm.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. VinCast on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Then
VinCast. All right. Peace.